I have been ostracized from so many groups throughout my life. And I have had to work on my self-worth a lot over the recent years as I've been healing and everything. And God, do I have plenty of self-worth, because for those that try to make me feel less than now or ostracize me from a group, I stand my ground. I stand for myself. And I stand in my sovereignty. I am not going to allow another person to make me feel less than. I'm not showing up as less than. I know I am not showing up as less than. If I want to be rude or derogatory to someone, I will. I have superb pattern recognition skills when it comes to people and how they communicate. I have been studying humanity my entire life as an autistic, ADHD person who now has BPD from PTSD. I am a student of people. So I have extreme pattern recognition skills. Couple that with the fact that I'm a polymath and gifted. And yet people feel the need to ostracize me and single me out. And, they just don't like me. That's been my whole life. It's taken a long time to accept that. And there's been studies done too where autistics are just inherently disliked by allistics. It's something with our frequency that we emit that just sets people off. So I have had to learn that their problem with me is not my fault. They try to say it's my fault. They try to say that I'm rude and disrespectful because I'm direct and I say things exactly how they are. I don't tiptoe around the subject. It's not that I'm harsh, I say things plainly. Very plainly. To the point. Direct. And they don't like it. They want it soft. And then the fact that my pattern recognition sees how people show up and can connect how people interact with people. And I'm a student of language and how people speak. And so I know how the population typically speaks to each other. And I can decipher cues based on the way people speak or how just the phrases they use, everything. It's really not that hard, people, if you just analyze it. So my pattern recognition skills allow me to interpret the character of a person based on how they continue to speak. Because they speak in a derogatory manner, but it's subtle and it's hidden and it's very crass the way society does this. And rather than just, speak openly with someone, they rather make someone feel less than and make them, they chip at people's self-worth. Believe me, I know. My self-worth has been chipped at by so many people throughout my life. They've made me question who I am, how I've showed up, everything. When all I've been is I've cared for everyone around me, and I allow people in, I give people grace. I really do. I give people so much grace. I give them the benefit of the doubt. Because you never know what's going on. And I give people chances. But you only get so many. I'm not going to perpetually give you chances for the rest of my life just so you can walk all over me. I am done being walked all over. I am done making people making me feel less than. I am not less than. Nobody is less than, okay? People choose to show up in a less than manner, but that doesn't make them less than. And then the way I'm showing up is not actually less than. The way you're showing up is less than because you are deliberately being derogatory when speaking with another. I'm not. I'm just stating the facts, plainly. But that's rude and disrespectful, to state the facts plainly. No, it's not. To you it is, but it's not actual rudeness, okay? Rudeness is telling people to get the fuck out, telling them to just leave, all this other shit, rather than having a conversation. You're not even addressing the situation. And then when I ask how I'm rude or disrespectful, no supporting evidence is given. It's just how you spoke to that person. I was direct and plain. There was no derogatory statements made. I didn't could name call, nothing. I just said, you showed up in this manner. I'm speaking the truth of how someone showed up. They don't like their own truth, so they demean me for it. Make your truths beneficial for you, so you don't hurt by them. If your truth isn't hurtful, then you won't react towards others. Be kind.